The function f of x equals x cubed plus x squared minus 2x plus 7 is defined for x as an element of the real number set. Part A, find the coordinates of the point at which the graph of f cuts the y-axis. Part B, verify using algebra that the point A, 1, 7, is on the graph of f. Part C, Part 1, find f prime x, the derivative of f of x. Hence, find the slope of the tangent to the graph of f where x is equal to 1. And C, Part 2, hence, find the equation of the tangent to the graph of f at the point A, 1, 7. Part A, find the coordinates of the point at which the graph of f cuts the y-axis. So we have f of x equals x cubed plus x squared minus 2x plus 7. The constant at the end here, the 7, is known as the y-intercept. And the point 0, 7 is going to be the point at which the graph crosses the y-axis. So this is our x-axis. It's our horizontal line. This is our y-axis, our vertical line. This is the point 0, 7. And that is the point at which our graph, f of x equals x cubed plus x squared minus 2x plus 7, crosses the y-axis. So the graph cuts the y-axis at the point 0, 7. So we know the place at which any graph will cut the y-axis, which is what we're interested in, is when the x value is 0. And if I was to substitute 0 in place of each of these x's, I would have 0 cubed, which is 0, plus 0 squared, which is 0, minus 2 times 0, which is 0, plus 7. So subbing in 0 in place of the x will leave me with 7. So that's where I get the point 0, 7 from. Part B, verify using algebra that the point A, 1, 7 is on the graph of f. So what we want to do is substitute x equals 1 into the function. So we got x equal to 1 because the x value in our point A is 1. So we swap each of these x's for a 1 with brackets around it. And we let that equal to 7 because the y value is 7. So we have 1 cubed, which gives us 1. 1 squared gives us 1. Minus 2 times 1 gives us minus 2. And 7 stays as it is. 1 plus 1 minus 2 plus 7 gives us 7. And 7 is equal to 7. So the equation balances, which means we have the same number on the left of the equal sign as on the right. So yes, the point 1, 7 is on the graph. Part C. Find f prime x, the derivative of f of x. Hence, find the slope of the tangent to the graph of f when x is equal to 1. So how we find the derivative is we bring the power down in front and we reduce the power by 1. So we start off with x cubed. I'm going to bring that 3 down in front of the x. And that 3 is going to be reduced by 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. So I get 3x squared. So the derivative of x cubed is 3x squared. Then x squared. I'm going to bring the power down in front. So that 2 comes down in front of the x. And that 2 gets reduced by 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1. And x to the power 1 is just going to be x. Then I have minus 2x. I don't have a power here to bring down in front. And since the x has no power, I can just cancel out the x. So I just end up with minus 2 for my derivative of minus 2x. And then I have plus 7, which is a constant. It has no x value, so we can't differentiate it. So we just cancel that out. So the derivative of x cubed plus x squared minus 2x plus 7 is 3x squared plus 2x minus 2. So that's f prime x, my derivative. So now we want to find the slope of the tangent to the graph of f when x is equal to 1. So all we have to do in order to find the slope is to substitute the x value in place of 1 because we're interested in when x is equal to 1. So this x gets swapped for 1 with brackets around it and this x gets swapped for 1 with brackets around it. If the question had asked when x is equal to 2, we would have substituted in 2. If it had said when x is equal to minus 5, we would have substituted minus 5 in, etc. So 1 squared is 1 times 1 is 3. 2 times 1 is 2, 3 plus 2 is 5, and 5 minus 2 is 3. So 3 is the slope of the tangent to the graph when x is equal to 1. So 3 is the slope, and we call this m. Part 2. Hence, find the equation of the tangent to the graph of f at the point a17. We need to use our equation formula given to us in our formula book. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So we're going to use the point that was given to us, which is a17. And we're going to label the 1 as x1 and the 7 as y1. And we have m equal to 3. So we got that up here. We got the slope to be 3. So then we just substitute into our formula. The y stays as y, the minus stays as minus. Y1 becomes 7, I got that up from over here. Equals stays as equals, the m becomes 3, that's the slope. X stays as x, minus stays as minus, and x1 becomes 1, I got that from over here. Then I just multiply out my brackets. 3 by x is 3x, 3 by minus 1 is minus 3. And then I just rearrange my equation so that I have the y on the left and everything else on the right. So I have y on the left, the 3x on the right, and the minus 7 comes over the equal sign to become plus 7, and 7 minus 3 is plus 4. So now I have my equation in the form of y equals mx plus c, which is the equation of a straight line.